Oh, now I can drop it. Is it up here? Maybe I just had to look at the ground. I just had to look at the ground. I'm so dumb. I'm so dumb. Okay, where was the class? Okay. Formation of this universe. No one knows how this universe was made, but one thing we do know is everything used to be hot and very dense, tightly packed together. As this early universe expanded, it also cooled down. Once it had cooled enough, particles were able to group together to form things like galaxies, stars, and planets. Since then, space has continued to expand at a faster and faster rate, which is hard to think about for too long without your brain hurting. This universe will keep getting colder and larger until one day the stars and the life they support will all die. That's scary to think about, even though Konoe tells me that it won't happen in our lifetimes. But it'll happen in someone else's someday. Ours! Okay, I want to go find that other one. I want to do the other one. I really don't care for the sounds this music is making. Ow! This game is just... It's so much. Everything about this game terrifies me. Okay, drop. Drop squirrel. Drop squirrel. Why we should build a new vessel. Each Nomai clan explores the universe in its own vessel. The vessel is the heart of every clan. It's unusual for Nomai to remain in one place for so long. Nomai are wanderers and have no permanent home. If we built a new vessel, we could return to our adventurous way of life. Imagine all the new places we could go. Our clan wouldn't be stuck here in this star system. We could even meet other Nomai and learn like them, like Coleus says we used to do. It probably wouldn't be hard to get the parts if we stopped building other new things, and if we broke down other structures like the towers on Ash Twin for parts. We might have to build a smaller vessel for now, even though vessels are normally large, but we could make it bigger later once we reach planets with more resources. It would also help if we stopped building so many things to research the eye of the universe. I asked Yarrow, and he says we use lots of resources on the Ash Twin project. We even have a warp core for jumping long distances like vessels have. Poke tells me she plans to make a very advanced warp core for a different project. I'm sure she could connect it to the vessel for travel because Poke is smart. Alright. Oh. That was scary. School district, meltwater district, ice shine. Okay, this is where I was, and I went down. So let's go up instead. Whoa, okay, that whole thing's upside down. That's broken. This is precarious. Ah! Okay. Ooh, what's that? I imagine I've been hard on Poke again. This in turn means that I've made things difficult for her sister, Clary. If Poke and I are oil and water, Clary is our emulsifier. She certainly makes us a better team than would mixing through shaking, although sometimes I would like to shake Poke. Jokes aside, suppose my own fear never finding the eye prompted my argument with Poke. That would be immature of me. I should apologize, at least to Clary, who should then tell Poke. Twee! I'm running out of fuel. Be welcomed in this place. This shrine is a space to reflect on what has brought us to the star system, the signal from the eye. We observed the eye's signal in our travels and followed it here to find its source. What we know is this. The source of the signal, which we have chosen to call the Eye of the Universe, is older than the universe itself. The rest we have yet to learn. Enter and open your mind to its possibilities. What is the Eye of the Universe? The Eye is older than this universe, so imagine how much it could teach us. Perhaps it is a cosmic library. Suppose the Eye is a more advanced being. The Eye is the source of the signal that brought us here. How can the Eye be older than the universe itself? Suppose it is a relic from a previous universe. The early universe was unimaginably hot and dense. If anything existed before, it would have been destroyed. Suppose the universe is older than previously assumed. What is the Eye's signal? Suppose the Eye wishes to communicate. The signal is a call. Were we the intended audience? The signal is the Eye's voice. It speaks in a language we don't know yet. Or maybe the signal is the Eye's attempt at expressing itself. Note from the signal we were able to determine the Eye's approximate age, or perhaps its lack of age. I don't like being on not solid ground. I no longer believe, as I did as a child on Ember Twin, that the Eye of the Universe, the source of the signal, wishes to harm us. Imagining we are special to the Eye in some way is wishful thinking. The Eye might have called out to any sentient species, or that it might not have been calling out at all, and that my ancestors heard the Eye's signal holds no great deep meaning. That wouldn't be so bad, I don't think. Or I think. Oh. Ship hull breach detected? Ah, crap! Did my ship fall in the hole? I think my ship fell in the hole. Let's keep going up. I can't. The Ash Twin project requires a highly advanced warp core. How should we obtain it? Are these like whiteboards? Like them? Oh! Solution 2. We could craft a new advanced warp core inspired by the vessel's warp core. The greatest challenge here, I think, is we don't have the design for such a powerful core or any of the original crafter's vessel's core. No, but Poke was apprenticed to Anona, who created the original design, and our Black Hole Forge is adept at crafting simple cores. I believe I could be of use here. The vessel's warp core was created before my time, but Anona explained many of his designs to me. Abandoning this vessel's warp core and its casing means losing that valuable knowledge. This is true, however. It's knowledge we have little hope of recovering. It would be best to relearn, I think. I would very much like to craft a powerful core. More relevantly, I believe the Black Hole Forge crew and I could recreate its basic design. This is the safest path for our clan. Is it the safest path? Is the safest path the best one? Our goal is worth the risk. Is it, though? We've tried for so long to find something that I and others now believe might be impossible to find. If the search for the eye is a futile one, we should choose the option with the least potential harm. I'm guessing there's more of these somewhere. Yoink. Let me see if... Ooh. I feel strange trying to recreate Anona's warp core without him. At times it still feels strange to no longer be his very young apprentice and for the Black Hole Forge to be in my care and not his. Hypothesis. This will always feel strange even though my time with him was short. I miss my old mentor deeply. To have a chance to try is thrilling, but I don't want to disappoint everyone. I think I can do this, probably, but what if excitement has clouded my assessment of my own ability, our system, and I never saw Anona's warp core with my own 3 eyes? I only know what he taught me. What if I've bitten off a larger portion than I can consume? Still, all I can give is my best, and as Anona would say, should my best prove insufficient, then we shall find another way to achieve what's needed. I have Clarion Root in the Forge, and I have my clan. I am not alone. I like that one. Okay. Ah! Hold on, I want to go read this first. There's so many things! Solution 1. We could retrieve the warp core from the vessel. This would require a return to Dark Bramble. Plume, my father, said many good Nomai perished there. My mentor, Coleus, and his old mentor once discovered and studied an anglerfish fossil from the Ember Twin. Using that knowledge, we could avoid the anglerfish entirely. What Malore and I learned from that fossil would theoretically help us evade the anglerfish. Our hypothesis was never tested on a live specimen. The vessel's warp core is broken at best. Recall the present when the vessel crashed. It said it sustained lethal injuries. There is no guaranteed reward for this risk. Perhaps we could still repair it. My grandmother told me there was little time to assess the nature or extent of the damage. I remember that anglerfish fossil. We used to play in the fossil fish cave when we were children. I've been in that fossil fish cave. It's scary. Even if it no longer functions, the old core could be a valuable blueprint, provided we're able to transport it back here. Okay. Now let's see if we can get back up to that place we were just at. I am almost out of fuel, so I should probably save it.